Well, you're ready to...
Yeah, let's talk. I vaguely remember this movie, so I was like, is this a Hulu movie?
No.
It's on Hulu.
It's
It dropped on Hulu, and I saw it on Twitter, and everybody was talking about it. And I was
that's
like,
because...
Did they not?
Well, all right. We're going to go... All right, this is the start right here, Kevin. Okay? Yes. It is technically not a Hulu movie. No, it was released in the theaters, but here's the thing. So it was, again, a in-between Fox and Disney deal. It was COVID. But right as they wrapped everything, Armie Hammer here.
Got canceled, right?
Yeah, he got canceled big time because he was hitting women and threatening to eat them. So,
oh wow,
yeah, he had cannibalism rumors around him. Yeah, I was like, okay,
wow, that's original, I think.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, that's what working on the Lone Ranger will do to you, man. I'm like, yeah, fucking cannibal. So it got pushed. I think this is actually finished pre-COVID, but it got pushed because of his scandal. Because they were like, how can we retweak this, or do we just let it die down? And then it went to the theaters, and everyone was just like, yeah, we didn't forget about that guy. Fuck that guy. So it just kind of instantly fucking tanked the movie. Hulu is where Disney releases its mature stuff. Like Hulu, Disney just went through and culled all their like mature shit. Like they had Hot Shots on there. They took all of that off the Disney Plus. Like Disney Plus is just for your family shit now. And Hulu
Hot Shots with Charlie Sheen?
Yeah. Yeah, they took that off of Disney Plus.
Oh, I see.
So now Hulu is where they dump all the mature shit that they basically bought from Fox. So it's just Fox streaming. That's all it is. Just they're not going to change the branding. So
got it. I mean, people
it's Fox and FX. So
yeah, okay.
Yeah. So
okay.
But yeah, Armie Hammer's a cannibal allegedly.
Got it. That's the guy that plays Superman, right?
What? No. Lone Ranger.
Oh, shit.
Now let's movie. Death on the Nile. This is, as I just said, is a 2022 movie that was made in 2020. Maybe even sooner than or later than that. Directed by the great Kenneth Branagh. Written by Michael Green. Based, of course, on Agatha Christie's novel of the same name. And a series of books. Murder on the Orient Express, I believe, was the precursor to this one.
Yeah, I saw that one.
I saw that one, and I like that one, too. Because I like Kenneth Branagh as a director. And an actor.
I like him.
I like him. Good guy, that Branagh.
This one's better. The pacing's better.
Yeah,
than Murder.
2 hours and 17 minutes, PG-13. I agree the pacing is better, and it stars Kenneth Branagh as Hercule. I don't know how to say his fucking name. He says it with an accent, so it's fucking hard as hell. Notable names: Armie Hammer. Is he a cannibal? Question mark.
I thought he was
Wonder Woman. Gal Gadot, who was still not my favorite actress at all. Tom Bateman, Annette Bening. We got fucking Russell Brand in here, and can't find her name, but she was in Black Panther and is the reason that one got horribly delayed because she was like anti-vax for life, motherfucker. Oh, wow. Lolita Wright.
Man, we're learning about a lot of celebrities today. At least maybe I am.
Yeah, no, like Black Panther 2 got horribly delayed because she was just like, I ain't fucking getting vaxxed.
Wow.
They were just like, okay, so Lead actor died. This actress won't come back to set. Oh, right. What the fuck do we do? So
yeah. What would Stan Lee do?
He'd probably just yell Excelsior and then like just jack off in a fan's eye real quick.
Jesus.
Hey, read his biography. He was a monster.
Maybe we should call for him to figure this one out from beyond the grave.
Just get a Ouija board and he's just like, true believer. Fucking leave me alone, you fuck.
Yeah.
My daughter's trying to sell pictures of my butt on the internet.
Look at OnlyFans for Stan Lee?
Like just his image. Like they're really just milking him dry. And I think they tried to sue Marvel for more money too.
So OnlyFans.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Exactly like OnlyFans.
Hey, what was the name of the redhead that played the main antagonist in this movie?
Oh, shoot. That's a great question. And I just closed my tab. Hold on. I got this. Don't worry. Don't worry, everyone. Her name, what was her? She has a weird name. Fuck, where's it? Like, shit.
Is it Susanna with that H Filthy?
Man, what was her name? I'm looking. No, I thought it was like, I think it's Emma Mckay. Yeah.
That's weird as hell that you're right. Yeah, she came here to act.
Yeah, you don't fucking show up to a Brogna production.
No, man.
Don't act. No, like, dude. Everyone act. Even Armie Hammer. And
you know what?
Shit.
I'm going to go ahead and...
I mean, not Gail Gadot. She did not show up to...
I'm gonna go ahead and say no, dude. This chick, she came to act.
I mean, she came to out-act.
Dude, she was throwing eye rolls, hip pops, like, she was... Like, everyone else was very...
Fucking lip bites. Yeah, I mean...
Like, Annette Bening, I think, was kind of a little... Like, we got you on 11. We need you on, like, 10 right now. On a little...
Bring it back. Bring it back.
Yeah.
Okay, the kid's all right. We saw the movie. Calm down now. Okay?
Yeah. But the chick, I was like, listen... You're borderline stinking it up because your cheese factor is so high, but I'm borderline falling in love with this over-the-top bullshit performance. I think you're doing great. Now I love it. What have you done? And when we get to it, I'll tell you the moment I was like, listen, can we just do the movie about her? Just rewrite it all and just put her on a boat, fight terrorists.
It is about her. What the fuck? But, yeah, I will say that Gail Gadot and Armie Hammer... They're not great actors to begin with, and they continue to show that in this.
May I, Dustin?
Go ahead.
Gail Gadot, gorgeous woman, hands down, drop dead. As an actress, I can't even say the word actress. She stinks. She stinks. Her accent flowed in and out of whichever accent she was deciding to do, and I was like, man, was that the best take? I felt like it was The Simpsons when Burns is like 20 takes, and that was the best one. I felt like that was her scene every time. And I was like, wow. Don't get me wrong. When you're on camera and you have someone like Kenneth that totally understands like composition and framing and color and lights, that's really kind of my only small gripe about the overall look of the movie. I feel like the saturation's like fucked up. I feel it's just too brutal. It feels like Technicolor cranked. And
that's in the 1080p version. I will say in the 4K version, those colors are steady and gorgeous, Kevin.
I don't like it, man. I didn't like it. I didn't like it in the other one. I didn't like it in this one.
See, that's what I fucking like about these ones. I love the look of it.
That's fair. I find it super annoying. It literally
I get it. No, I understand your point 100%.
45 minutes, 50, 60 minutes into the movie where I was just like, all right, I guess. I can't fight these fucking colors anymore. But Gail, she stinks. She stinks. Yeah. And I pray for her every day that her looks stay with her so she can keep working. Or maybe she opens up like a Tupperware school in Africa for the kids or something.
I don't find her attractive. Like, listen, she has an accent. Okay, I don't care. I don't care about that. I've heard plenty of people with accents that.
I think she was trying to do like a British accent.
I know. I don't know what the fuck she was trying to do.
I don't know where she's from in that movie.
She's supposed to be from Britain. Yeah. Like, literally, they talk about, London. That's her roots.
They literally bring it up.
Several times, actually. The movie kind of revolves around the people she meets in London. But, yeah, it's just, like, her natural accent or not, like, she just can't deliver a line that's believable other than, like, we already had sex. And I was just like, okay, that's the first line I believe.
That was a joke. I thought they were like I thought they were like joking around, but they were really trying to hurt this other girl's feelings. And I was like, what? No.
And then he was like 3 times. And I was like, okay, so now you guys don't know what counts as sex. That's concerning. One of you doesn't know, which that's concerning. Okay. Concerning.
Yeah.
You want to jump into it? Or you just want to bash on these characters some more?
Oh, no, the characters are fine. It's just that literally the real life people that I'd like to just let them know that, hey, you know what? You might be rich, powerful, some of you even beautiful, but you stink when you're trying to do a role. Like, she could probably be in a fun popcorn movie, but that's not Wonder Woman. But like a fun, like, but this is like, I need acting here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like she was forced upon by the studio.
Yes.
Because she's the most out of place person in this movie. The rest feel like handpicked by.
Yes.
Fucking, yeah.
I can see that.
You're it. But this one is just like, thank God I'm gonna die.
Yeah. Because you're killing me.
Yeah. I mean, I knew she was gonna die. I haven't read spoiler. I haven't read the book either. I haven't read the books. I kind of do want to at this point because I'm like, damn, Agatha Christie. She, like, the first one, she's like, boom, it was everybody. We all fucking played a role in the murder of that motherfucker. And then this one was like, I'm gonna use the same formula, but it was just 2 of them. And you're like, pretty good.
I think
you got me.
I think it comes to she's kind of one of the probably main blueprint setters of this genre, and people have just been jocking what she did and what she like perfected. And everyone's just like, wow, I kind of want to make it like Agatha Christie's look. Well, you kind of want to make it like, you know what I mean? You're influenced by like it's so just instrumental, and it's like I feel it like I enjoy it watching it. I can read. I'd give it a shot, and I feel.
I can read, motherfucker. Who said I couldn't? Who said I couldn't?
I told you I could, Mama. I told you.
That's nice, baby.
But yeah, I didn't. I'm not familiar. I know of her, and I know of her like notoriety, the name, and all that. And I know of her, just impact. But I have not read her works. But
yeah, it's like Grapes of Wrath and War and Peace and stuff. It's like we know these books, but like very few people actually want to sit down and read them and stuff. So
I mean, but no, I think this is it's smart. It's to the sense of where you almost, if you pay attention, you will be rewarded in a sense.
Yeah.
And if you kind of follow along. Which I do like when movies do that. I don't like when they try to be sneaky and just don't really give the viewer a chance to even participate, or you just, hey, look what's happening.
Yeah. The end shouldn't be so much of a surprise because you should feel like you saw the movie, with the movie.
Exactly.
Like you're part of the detective.
And that's what I liked about it. I pitched out this is what I think is going to happen when I saw it go into full swing, and I was, excellently. I was stoked that I was like, all right, cool. It's going to be either one or 2 things. Yeah. And I was like, all right. The way we got there was a lot more elaborate than I thought. But I was like, okay, that made sense. And it went down to my guess. And I was like, I got stoked because I was like, oh, thanks, movie.
Yeah. But to jump into the start of this movie, and I don't know if this is from the book. If it is, damn, good job. But we begin with a young... Fuck, man, I really have to say his name. Hercule Poirot.
Okay. I mean,
I thought that was pretty good.
It's like
okay.
It's like a Hercules without the S.
Yeah, it's like Hercules without the S, but with like.
You could just. I mean, no one is coming.
We're gonna call him Herc.
No one's coming to this podcast for any reason, let alone to see if we say names correctly or have strong, well-rounded opinions. It's just basically if you call this dude Mr. Mustachio, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, I know what he's talking about."
Oh
it's
my
annoying.
God! Let's take a moment to talk about his mustache. Well, okay, let's talk about the mustache after we talk about the beginning because I think it plays nicely into it.
Sure.
We're in like World War I, and
yes. No man's land.
You know, we're in the fucking trenches. You know, the fucking trenches of despair, and a soldier delivers a note to the commanding officer, and he's just like, "We go in 3 hours." And the soldier's like, "So we're just gonna fucking get rocked in 3 hours? Cool. We're being sent to die for this bridge." And there he is, young Herc.
Yeah,
it's funny because there was a show called Young Hercules, and he's just like, "We should go now." He's like, "These fucking birds, I've been watching these fucking birds. We got to go now." So they do it. They go. They get across, like 0 casualties. They fucking chase the Germans out. And his commanding officer has this bodacious fucking mustache. And, you know, I'm just going to call it the goatee. And he hits a tripwire and then boom. Fucking now we're in the hospital beds. And there's young Herc.
I super love this part because I love this piece of history from
too.
Anything with to do with No Man's Land. I think it's fucking awesome. And when I saw that he was there,
I thought that was in black and white, Kevin.
Yeah,
it was black.
Yeah, it was
white.
awesome.
I was like, amazing.
I just think it. I was just totally like engaged because those are things that kind of tickle my fancy. And I was like, oh man, he's talking about the gas. He's gonna. Oh, this is how he gets back. Oh, brilliant. Oh, captain's all in. He's gonna risk everybody's life. This whole company's fucked if this is right wrong. I love it. He's like, we're fucking dead either way. Let's do it. And it's so. I don't know, man. Like, I just really dig this part of just the history of that. And I was like, man, they're incorporating this. Is doing it pretty well. I dig it. I'm in. Now we're in a hospital. Yeah. World War I. Come back to me. Oh, not like that. I mean, you get it. Fuck.
We can't. And so a woman has come to visit young Herc, and he's like, I told you not to come. And she's like, I loved you through everything. Why won't I love you through this? And he's like, you can love this? And he turns and his face is fucked. Because he was ground zero when Capitan triggered that. And I was like, damn, we don't have any fucking like cream or anything we could put on that. That's like an open wound. No wonder people were dying. What the fuck? Get some fucking Vaseline on there or something. Shit. Yeah, dude, you don't want that. That won't heal. No, that'll heal. It will. I don't know if you saw his face, dude. I mean, that's what I'm saying. You need a little more help before we started applying, but you know, I super love like an open wound. I dug this because it was just this almost hangar of just all these cots and all these soldiers. And that's what they would do is just take them out of that area, especially No Man's Land, and just kind of line them up, try to give them the best help they could and pray they didn't die. That was it. And they were either trying to do like minimal, if anything, just to ease their pain or ease their passing. And then they would just have like clergymen or like someone from the church to come by and try to bless them. If not, hey man, we got to tag him and bag him, unfortunately. And then he was just like, you ever see Batman Harvey Dent and all that shit? She was like, bro, what is that? He's like, it's kind of a cool character that he gets thrown into the ground. I guess it really depends who writes it, but that's really neither here nor there. Give me a kiss. She's like, grow a mustache. She's like, done. It's like, wow. Yeah. And so he grows the most badass mustache. I don't even know how you can grow that mustache, Kevin. I know that's a fake mustache. He didn't really grow that mustache. There's no way because it's too perfect all the time. Remember when everyone had a boner about Tony Stark's facial hair? This guy just like sniped him to bam, no scope. Oh, 360, no scope, do splash. Dude, 100%. 100%. I could dance all day. Yeah. But yeah, like if I could grow that mustache, I would. I don't even know where to begin because clearly part of the mustache is actually onto the cheek. And I think you just have to have the right jaw structure and cheek structure going on.
It's almost like layered. Like if you really look at it, it's like feathered and layered. So yeah,
that's what I'm saying, because
using
it's
his
like
beard and his mustache all as one weapon.
Yeah, and
it's really a work of art.
It really is. It really is, and it's so fucking silky smooth. Like, oh, it's good. It's a good mustache.
I think you could probably get those weirdo beardo guys that you always see in like the tournaments and just the weird. Sure. They're probably pull some weird shit off like that. But they always have the weird, stupid curly Q one. And they
always go too far.
Too far. What are you trying to get? Like attention? who you growing this for?
Win a fucking goddamn competition, huh? Yeah. Well, here's your fucking participation trophy because this mustache blows. Look at that guy. 13 curls. Yeah, don't come with that 12 shit, loser.
13 curls. You look like a right tit, you do.
So, yeah. And then she's like, you'll grow a mustache. And then boom. Explains the mustache. Also explains why we just never conveniently see the scar in the first one. So I was like, or in the second one, really.
Yeah, I was fine.
It works because it's just like, yeah, I was fine with it too. But I was just kind of like, oh, okay, I didn't know he was scarred under there, but that works. Also, your hair grows differently on scars, but whatever, fuck it, you know?
Yeah. It kind of dives in a little bit into one of my gripes with the movie. Well, just might as well get it out of the way. Yep. There's an overlined. The movie desperately wants like a plot B for Herc and his growth and his character. And man, we do not have time for it.
No, we do not.
It's so intermittent. It just comes up for air now and then, and it leaves him to ponder. And I'm just like, dude, we don't no movie. We don't have time for this, because when you do just enough to give me name, relation, face to all the characters that start piling in. Yeah. And then we go on our adventure, and then the proverbial shit hits the proverbial fan. And I don't have time for young Herc to be, one of the world's greatest detectives here. I just really need him on this adventure, and I have to almost like him because he's my protagonist. That's it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like my gripe. I mean, if this movie's 3 hours, go for it. But then you're also you're pushing the line on that, you know?
Yeah. So yeah, then we're in the present, and we're in London. I believe
we're in 1937, bro.
Well, I mean the present for like
these characters.
Herc, yeah. So he's at a nightclub,
a freaky deaky club. You could do the nasty on the dance floor.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. This was a very progressive night. I don't even think nightclubs in this day and age get that.
Oh, they do, dude. They got the booty poles. They're knocking out
I
ping pongs out of the butt cracks.
They aren't doing like the dry.
She was doing the lambada, the forbidden dance.
That was something. It was definitely forbidden.
And little Herc's just trying to eat 6 snacks, and somebody's just dry fucking on the floor.
Oh, they were not dry. They were sweaty and passionate, and yeah. And that's when we meet Army Hammer. What's his fucking character's name? I should call him by his correct name. So just like alleged fucking cannibal. That's when we meet Simon and Jacqueline. And there are a couple that are just fucking dropping sacks of fucking cum and gushy wetness on the dance floor. And we meet the nightclub host, and he's talking to he's like, why is the band not playing? That's when Rosalie is just like, hey, we get paid up front, motherfucker, because we know you fucking nightclub owners get real cheap at the end of the night. So give us some money or no fucking show. And then Salome Otterborn fucking comes downstairs playing a fucking electric guitar, and I was like, damn, that's a cool fucking lady. like I was like, damn, that is cool as shit. Like in any era, any movie, this fucking lady comes down the stairs playing a guitar. Fucking dope.
It was cool, but I was like, how is she rigged up? So I was like,
no, there was a cord.
Yeah, I know, but like,
cord.
what? It was like an 8-mile cord.
Yeah, man. When that's your MO, you get that cord.
I get it, but I was like, dude, where's her stack at? Like, that's got to be on the stage, right? Like, what is this? I was like, whatever, man. I can't. I'm either watching this guy eat 3 little quarter-sized snacks.
6, and they brought him 7, and he had to decide which one to take back.
Odd numbers are the devil's work.
He has 2 eggs in the morning, hard-boiled. You have to make the right sound when he cracks into them.
Yeah, man. I'm not trying to watch these two make babies on the dance floor. I hope Gal Gadot shows up soon.
They were leaving babies on the dance floor. They had fucking dumpster babies coming out of them. They were just like,
that's the correct term, but I get you.
I think it is. And then, Lynette Ridgeway shows up, played by the aforementioned Gal Gadot, and she has I would think Kevin and others would agree, a stunning presence when she comes in.
I mean, you don't have to be attracted to her, but you can't deny she's good looking. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Some decent features. She moisturizes her skin.
I thought you were going to say decent feet. I was like, I didn't remember seeing her feet.
God,
but there's a fan for everything, I guess.
I'm not a foot guy. I'm sure hers are all fucked up from all those heels. But then she runs into Jacqueline, and they catch up. They're friends. Jacqueline's madly in love. To do anything, and so Gail's just like, all right, I'll give you Lynette's like, I'll give you money. She's like, I don't want money, I want a job.
I want a jobby job.
Yeah, I was like, damn, that's like saying I don't want some money, I want a lot of money. She's like, hire my beau to run this fucking place, he's good for it, I swear, he can do anything. And then she's like, okay, you're my guy, anything for crazy Jacqueline. And then she says, thank her properly with a dance. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
When has that ever been a proper thank you? Oh, I just want to thank you for the pies. Do you mind if we just dance here?
No offense. You've never been in the 1937 London or cool, or it basically invited to any place like this. So you don't know how cool rich people do stuff. We share dances. I said and that's how we thank our friends. So if you never got a dance for me or for me, then we've never been.
Wow, you're right. Yeah. I never have. I've never been thanked by Kevin properly.
Yep. That's how we do it.
I guess that just means you're rude and uncultured.
I gotta go back and watch the 1978 version and see if we got that dance scene in there.
Maybe part of it. Maybe the second dance.
I'm going to call up John Gillerman and be like, John, did you throw that luscious dance scene in there? He's like, it wasn't in the book. I was like, so they took liberties.
They took liberties. And they made it hot. Real hot. He's just like, and I was like, call over yet? Oh, yeah.
Like, John, they made it hot like your movie, The Tower in Inferno, 1974. He's like, yeah, man, I see what you're doing here.
So it's like, you got my goddamn IMDB up.
He's like, you might think this is weird, but did they make love on the dance floor like King Kong? He's like, you got me again, dude. 1976, I was there. I was behind the camera. And I was like, I know.
Like King Kong. What fucking version of King Kong was that?
1976, dude. Look it up.
We gotta save her. She's gonna fuck that monkey again.
Yeah,
whoa. He's huge.
He won't answer, dude. He's dead.
It's
shit.
Go to his grave. John, I got a lot of questions. His family's like, oh no, they're back again.
It's these fucking Death of the Nile guys.
Fucking outrageous. So that ends that, and then Herc is off to Egypt because, like, yeah, why not? He's just joined the pyramids.
No, he's just joined. What he is, Dustin. He's joining the freaking rich lady wedding party showdown that happens.
No,
that's right.
Yet.
Oh, you're right. He goes.
This is the intro to that.
This is the weird plots.
Kevin, I see. The thing is, I miss, not miss, but I am envious of this era of man because it just feels like you could just
get the fuck up and go anywhere.
Give the fuck, yeah, you could just go anywhere, and especially if you had even a little bit of cash, you're just like, fucking, I'm seeing the fucking pyramid.
What do you got in your pockets? I'll be $23. You want to see the world? Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I was
how much of it? Like all of it or some? Well, you might not be able to go to Antarctica, but everything else is fair game.
So they got battling penguins there. Really? We got everything. It's 1937, asshole. Wow.
I hope nothing's ruined yet. I mean,
I hope none of this goes away. Oh, you'll be dead by then. Thank you, Lord.
Oh, thank God. Before things get real bad, it's always real bad. Yeah, I'm very envious of that because it's like just to be able to just go and just explore if you were just, and it was just more of just the courage to do it, you know? It's like, I miss that. Like now, if I want to go to Egypt to just sit and eat breakfast in front of the pyramids, A, I would not be allowed to most likely, and B, that's a lot of money, and I have to worry about being murdered as an American. So, because we're very popular in the world right now.
No, yeah, I get it. And that's really one of the things I did enjoy about the movie is it kind of gave you that old-timey sense of adventure.
Yeah.
I just wish they kind of scaled it differently because a lot of the times the CG was so fucking horrendous. I was like, my God, the CG, and it screamed, we're on a set. This is movie magic. And I was like, oh, God.
Yeah, but I mean, to me, I think I don't know. It felt fine. It didn't feel like more gratuitous than like a Marvel movie, you know?
Yeah.
Like
it took me out of it, especially in the beginning, because I really like the Nile and get on the boat. That's a huge set piece, right? I don't feel like they used it to its utmost, but nevertheless, it felt there. It felt real. Yeah. When some of the shots behind the boat, I was kind of like, oh man, what is that? Is that touched up? But the Egypt, that was super egregious because at times, especially when they got in the tunnels later on, I felt okay with it. I don't know if I was just settling into the abrasive colors and then this fucking weird CG. Probably. And I just felt like it was too much because it really felt bad, especially when he's halfway on the pyramid, the Boka guy or whatever his name was. Book. Yeah. And I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, no, that was bad. But then, so we're introduced to Book, who was in the first movie on the train.
I remember the train.
The murder. The train murder. Remember that one. And he is flying a kite on the pyramid to be the first to fly a kite on the pyramids. And I was like, you are ruining history, you rich, entitled fuck. Yeah. And so Herc goes over to yell at him. He's just like, get down from there, you damn kid. Oh, it's my friend, the fucking silly shithead from the first movie. And that's when the silly shithead's just like, oh my God, it's so good to see you. You have to come meet Mother. And he's just like, I don't want to meet your damn mom.
What are you doing here?
Yeah.
I'm working on a case. I believe you, dear friend. I was like, sir, I don't believe it.
Yeah. No, he said he was on vacation from cases.
Yeah. Well, he mentioned cases and he knew that would shut him up. It was one of those things.
Yeah. Well, and it's like, I didn't know what the thing was between him and the mom, but I knew that there was something after the first scene with him where they just like shared that look, you know? And I was just like, but I like that. I was like, okay, all right, I get you, movie. We're going to double back around on that. I appreciate that. Thank you. You know, you could have sprung that on me, but instead you gave a glance, you gave a look. And then, so Book, he asked him to come to the dinner, to the wedding dinner. I guess they were already married. They're on their honeymoon and I guess this is a rich people thing, Kevin. They bring people with them on their honeymoon.
Dude, they brought the whole posse. If you ever helped this bitch out once in your life, you were in. Not just the wedding, you were going on the honeymoon adventure.
Yeah. Were you previously engaged to her? You're in.
Oh, did you smell her fart in 12th grade? You're in.
Fucking in. Are you somehow a cousin?
Would you take your own life to suck her toes, as previous mentioned? You're in.
You're in.
How many people loved her once in their life? You're in. I was
did you steal some of her silverware from a dinner party? You're in, but don't do it again.
We will fucking shoot you at the end of this.
We will.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Like, she brought the accountant. They were childhood friends, or
It kept calling her cousin, you know.
Yeah, they brought Annette Bening, and she was just like,
yeah, it was like mix of school friends and school friends' parents, and only living relatives that were progressively lesbian for that era. And,
just a lot of hand holding. So that was about as far as they could go, and bunk swapping. And I was like, all right, like, I get it. The gang's all here. Because it was a little tough for me to go, okay.
Well, it's just like,
I'll allow it.
These are our suspects.
No, I got it.
Where's our murder?
It was more of kind of like, maybe if she just gave me a throwaway line of like, hey, I'm out here on a business deal. I wanted to bring all of you guys with me because it's going to be an impromptu. No one just gets married at the drop of a hat. I don't care how rich you are. And then she just had a stupid way to finagle friends and family. Hey, we're going to do this big business push. I brought my, I don't know, her nanny, her nursemaid, like her fucking personal butler. And
her assistant, you mean?
Yeah. And then the old chick that her Leslie friend. I was like, why are they here again?
That was her aunt.
Is her aunt? Okay. And then
her aunt's nurse.
Yeah, and then
quote unquote lover.
The aunt's mailman. But I think she knew, so she's like, go ahead and bring your girlfriend, whatever. But yeah,
go ahead, you can share a room, but I'll still get her your fucking own room. You want to just, kick up your legs in a different location, Yeah,
if she's up there farting the room up all night, you gotta take a break from it.
You gotta take a break. Get away from the fucking gassy ass, No, I'm not saying thank you. I'm saying her ass is just pumping out gas.
I'm saying go easy on the fucking oysters, bitch. You're eating them all.
I haven't had caviar in 10 years. Yeah, we fucking know, Lorraine. We can smell it from your fart.
Because it's blowing through you in 10 seconds, you nasty bitch. Get out of here. Crack the window. We're on a boat.
All right? God, just go.
Fuck, did we lose a war? Or was it kind of looking at each other? Well,
I thought we won. What the fuck is going
on? Yeah. I get it. Whatever. You're rich. People. Maybe if I'm rich one day.
Well, no, it's not unheard of. Like I've, they still kind of technically practice that in some cultures today. Of like your wedding party is your honeymoon party too. Like it's a whole just like we're going on an event together.
Rich white people, man. No telling what they'll do next.
There's no telling. I mean, we got a lot of historical data of what they'll do next.
No clue whatsoever.
None of it's that great. So, but what's his fucking name? Doyle. He's like, listen, I only know how to spend your money. So I paid for a band to follow us around. It's the band we heard the night that we fucking jitterbugged on the floor together. You remember when I was dumping on all those cum babies?
The night that this guy ate 6 snacks.
Yeah, that guy's there, the fucking weirdo with the beardo. Yeah, fucking 6. What a weirdo.
I think one was a small lemon meringue pie or key lime pie. It looked good. I was like, eat that one first. Yeah, the rest will be a disappointment.
He's like, no, I go top down, dude. Top down. Okay.
You're so weird.
I got OC fucking D, man. I got OC fucking D. Like honestly, my favorite part is when he fixed her fucking foot and it snapped, and he was just like, okay, I'm good. Because I was just like, I've never related to something more. Because that foot was bothering the shit out of me, and he was just like, okay, we're good now. Continue. Yeah. I'm just saying those are the parts I resonate with the character, not the fucking mega detective parts. Like I'm not busting down every fucking person I talk to. I'm just like, you're a goddamn liar, and here's why. You're a lesbian, and I know why. Because the beds were made. And it's like, Jesus.
Yeah, man.
Outed yourself so easily. Were you even in the closet? I don't think so. But, yep, so they're enjoying themselves. Book is giving Herc just the rundown on everybody. Because he's just like, fuck it, I know you. And I like that. I appreciated this. It's like, how do you do exposition? Mm-hmm. Well, you got a fucking guy who's the detective and wants to know everything about everyone. I'm just going to give you everything.
Yeah, Dustin, you just make it interesting.
Yeah. And they did.
Exposition is not a crime. It's how it's done is usually where the just...
Yeah. Quickly and running through a room. That's how you did it here. It worked. So, and then fucking what's her face? No, not Rosalie. That's the other chick. Jacqueline shows up. What did they call her? They called her like Jackie or something, though.
Yeah, maybe that's a nice way to shorten her name.
Yeah. Well, Jacqueline shows up, and she was not invited on the honeymoon. And
wait a minute. I thought she didn't show up until after the first stop.
No, she was at the first honeymoon.
Oh,
she shows up at the end,
right.
and that's
yeah.
And they call it a night. So
I forgot we're not on the boat yet.
Yeah, no, we're not. And so the next day they're in the marketplace. They find Herc talking to some snake charmer, and they're like, "Please take our non-existent case of this woman following us. She's gonna do something crazy. She always gets revenge." And he's just like, "Yeah, no, I can't take the case because it's a dumb case. But I'll go talk to her." And she goes and he talks to her, and she pulls out a gun. And so he's like, "Well, now I got a warrant that you got a pistol."
So here's the part. He goes to approach her, and she's very taken back. She's kind of like, "What the fuck do you want?" He's like, "Hey, man, I ain't got no beef. Just want to let you know you could be wasting your time.
Yeah,
let them have their honeymoon. Love is a curious thing because it's always about love. Love is always the catalyst for a lot of these emotions and a lot of these kind of just triggering events that these characters are experiencing and all this stuff. That's kind of everybody's crux."
Yeah.
And she's like, "You don't know what it's like and you don't kind of understand." And this is it's probably my favorite part of the movie. And there's only 3 other lines that he says in this movie where I was like, "Heh, that's some snappy, sweet writing." This is where this actress cuts this borderline of like, what are you doing? Are you trying to be a cheesemonger and just cheese the shit out of this scene? Or you're going to, oh, I see what you're doing. She's like, "I've been tailing them ever since that I, lost him to the split. I knew they were getting married. I knew where they would be. And I kind of hid in the shadows." And he's like, "Mm-hmm." And he's like, "But then I let my presence be known just so I could see her smile, her face, a frown. And the wrinkles in her forehead just kind of pulse and sit there, and that gave me joy." And I was like, "Oh shit, this chick's going in right now. She's gonna cut a fucking fiery monologue," and she keeps going. And Herc's like, "Oh shit, we got a live one." And then she just keeps going, and I'm like, man, I'm loving her. I loved her because I was like, man, this chick, conviction, passion, little bit of crazy in there, mixed with a touch of cheese. I think it was a little bit more crazy passion that you're getting, and I was like, man, I'm digging it. It's almost too much, but it's just enough. And then she has like a little 22 in her purse, and she's like, just a toy if you kind of think about it. He's like, but it could fix a broken heart. And he looks at her like, "Yo, you trying to shoot somebody up in the club, girl?" She's like, "Yeah, pop, pop."
I did like that. I love that line, that it could fix a broken heart. And you're just like,
because she's just on one, and she's going and going and going. I was like, man, she's trying to steal this movie, I think. And that's like, I loved it. That's when I was, I kind of, like I said, I like the sense of adventure, and that's kind of like fun. I got past all my little hangups about the presentation of the movie, and I just started kind of getting into it. Like, Herc is always enjoyable when he's on screen because, like, he's fucking Kenneth G, right? But
yeah, well, and he's playing like, that overly intelligent detective. Overly intelligent. It's always fun. It's always fun if it's well written, It's
fun, but always with this kind of setup of characters, everyone has to elevate he has to go into a scene and elevate those other characters. Because if he goes in there just doing his like snooty, I'm smarter than you, I'm going to tell you how it is, and the other characters do not have anything intelligent to push back with, it's terrible. Because I just don't want to see him just verbally just stomping over everyone. But I think she kind of held her own. She had her passion. She had her, like, you know, her emotions were kind of pushing her. And I was like, all right, you know, that could have went really, like I said, it could have been really, really cheesy, or it could have been spot on. And I think it leaned itself to spot on. So I was like, all right, I'm in now. All right, fire up, movie.
Yeah. So, and then Herc goes to the couple at dinner, and he's like, yeah, she's got a gun. So here's my advice. Go home. Go home.
She keeps that
Enjoy
thing
your
on
life,
her.
you know? Yeah, like the price that you might pay isn't worth it. Like, go home. And it's honestly is like great advice. And so the couple, you know, obviously one's mad, one's sad, one's get glad, and they discuss it. And so fucking Doyle the next day is just like, I have a presentation for all of you motherfuckers. And here it is. She's Cleopatra. She already mentioned once that she played Cleopatra in a school play. Here she is doing it again on some weird giant stair thing. I was just like, what the fuck is this? I don't understand, but whatever. She says some dumb line, and then he's just like, we're getting on a boat.
That was a cool little boat to get onto the main boat.
Yeah, it was. He's just like, don't worry about your shit. We're going now.
We got poor people to bring it over.
Yeah. And the first thing he says is, we got the whole boat to ourselves.
And that's the big thing. Mediator tells his wife, he's like, hey, we're going to get you on the boat. She can't follow us. We're not shitting on this honeymoon. We're going to rock it till the wheels fall off. And she's like, I guess if we're, you know, on a boat. He's like, babe, they're going to write songs about this later. She's like, I guess. And she fine. She's down. Let's do it.
What songs?
Are you serious right now? Or?
Yeah, I don't know any songs about death on the Nile. There's just songs
the song's
that?
about being on a boat.
Oh, well, yeah, there's plenty of songs on.
Yeah, exactly.
Boat, you asshole. No, I thought you meant specifically like someone was just like, and then there was a death on the Nile. Do. I was like, damn, this song sucks. But yeah, so yeah, that's the solution is get on the boat. Boat. Get on the boat. Boat. And then
boat.
And I was like, why is Kenneth Branagh going with him? You know? And I was like, okay, you know, like later it makes sense, but at this point I was just like, all right, I guess you're just like with him, like cool, whatever. You know, I mean, like, I guess I wouldn't turn it down either. I'd be like, if I needed to on a boat, just kind of like
she needed to pull him to the side and be like, listen, this is an outlandish request, but I hope you would just, you know,
take it, you know.
Yeah, just, you know, entertain a crazy old bitch's fucking thing. He's like, okay.
He's like, all right, a little graphic, but okay.
He's like, she's like, there's little green quiche bullshits on there you can move around. And he'd be like, all right.
He's like, how many though? Even numbers only? She's like, yeah, only ever even numbers. One falls on the floor, we throw another one down with it.
And she's like, Jesus Christ, Monk, like. We get it. Get in there. And he's like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You ever think maybe Monk's based off of me? Okay. You know?
Yeah, like, I thought about it.
And yeah, he had a great performance. Maybe I stole a little bit. You know, won an Emmy.
I wanted to see that. You know what I mean? Like,
I was robbed of an Oscar this year for director.
You know,
whatever.
That's true.
Yeah. He's like Belfast. Seen it? Like better than Apple TV Plus bullshit. You know what? I'm not gonna badmouth the Academy. They're going through a rough time. Anyway. So they're on the boat, and what's her stupid character name? Lynette is just like, all right, don't worry about your shit. My assistant, who is definitely going up to her cabin right now, I don't know why, because she's my assistant, is gonna go back and get all your shit. So she's like, up the stairs, down the stairs.
Weak.
She was like, oh man, I thought I was gonna enjoy a moment. I thought
we were on vacation.
Guess I'm still working. It's almost like you traded my soul.
Yeah, you tacky hoe, you stay clocked in. Okay, Wonder Woman, I get it.
All right. Okay. So they're just they're on the boat. They're playing shuffleboard like a lot.
Do they play twice?
Like, Jesus Christ. No, man. Everyone took like 2 turns. Yeah, they took like 2 turns each, though. Yeah, Russell Brand, she was just like, what is that, a fucking macaw over there? He's like, a macaw? What the fuck? They were just like, let me move this 5 fucking feet.
This time of day?
This time of day, this climate, on the fucking Nile.
Yeah, fucking idiot, we got him.
I see a macaw. I see a crane about to get eaten by an alligator. Oh, a crocodile, you say? All right. Well, fair enough. I don't know the difference. Oh, it's the eyes and teeth? Oh, that's weird.
It's
basically
the
whole snout thing. Yeah. You know, they don't have a lot. You can close their mouth shut and can't open it. They're just like, God, this fucking guy and his alligator crocodile stuff. Ugh.
Get him to the Greek. Get him to some basic schooling.
Oh, gee. Well, you know. Anyway, we're not going to talk about Russell Brand. It's like he's just pulling up everyone's IMDb. What's a bad movie?
I just knew that, dude, off the top of my head because, you know, I've been alive on this planet. And I know...
Thank God you picked his
picture when I see one.
You picked his banger to talk about, okay? And so yeah, they're just tooting it up, getting the dinner going. They get over the next day. They're over at the one of the pharaoh's tombs, and they go ashore, and Lynette is just like, what about that goddamn Sandstorm over there? Like, it'll be hours. You got time to fuck in the pyramids. I mean, the tomb. And she's like, all right.
Because I'm trying to fuck in these tombs.
Trying to fuck in these tombs. Like, doggy style. He's like, yeah, I got it. I saw the dancing in the beginning. Okay.
The guy's like, ma'am, I just drive the boat. Okay, I don't. This is literally harassment.
Like, literally, I don't even have a captain's table on this fucking thing. Like, I'm just on the
don't even speak English. Deck. I'm literally, it's 1937.
Oh, no, he was guy. They showed him a couple times, just driving the boat by himself. He's just like, I don't think I'm supposed to drive this much as the captain. Should I tell someone else to drive? Where do I go at night? Do I go to the captain's? No. Oh, I get the fuck off the boat? They kick the whole staff off? What the fuck? 3-day trip to get back, but we get new staff every morning. Interesting. But, yeah, everyone's just tooting around the tombs. I was like, what a time to be alive. You can just go and just destroy history. Like, just very easily. And the newlyweds go out onto a very open ledge, and or she's quoting more Cleopatra, and I was like, please stop, just please stop.
And like, Fast and the Furious, get it right behind you there, Dustin, with the loud car, toot toot. Yeah, well, you're you're going over a little love story for the Boke man and one of the.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, he's trying to proclaim his love and tell the momsy that, Mom, I love her and I don't give a crap about what you say. And she's like, I forbid it.
Well, he's not asking for permission. He's just asking for her, like, blessing. I don't know. It's weird.
Well,
yeah,
it's
he
like
wants
a
her blessing,
financial thing, but he's just kind of like, I'm about to do it without you, Mom. So he has motive, right?
Yeah.
To do stuff later on that just, money's the motivator.
And Mom's like, no, it's my job to protect you forever, you dumb 30-something-year-old boy.
He is kind of a man-child.
He is. I mean, but she raised him to be man-child. You don't raise a man-child, but like, God damn, why are you a man-child? And he's just like, I don't know. This is how you raised me. I'm just flying kites on fucking pyramids. So, and yeah, so Mother does not give approval. Our couple is fucking, are trying to fuck, and then Herc is talking to the singer, who he's kind of smitten with because he likes the bluesy stuff, as he says.
He likes a little bit of sass, and she's all sass.
Oh, yeah. She is all sass.
He likes a strong woman to put him in his place a little bit. She calls him out on his bullshit. He's like, damn, girl.
Like he really wants that foot to grind into his crotch a little bit, so he just feels a little something. And he's just,
that's one. I mean, You can't bring up the feet anymore. That's like the third time. So I just say.
All right, that's fine. I mean, you brought up the other two. I'm
3 times, dude. Like I don't. That's it.
Yeah, I'm on my.
I don't care how we got here.
It
doesn't matter.
I get 2 more. Okay.
Doesn't matter. No.
Anyway.
That is exactly not how it works. That's the exact wrong answer to tell everyone.
Jesus Christ.
Threaten them with more a countdown to more dumb shit.
One more foot shit. It's coming. Got more foot shit coming.
It's not coming.
And so then the sandstorm kicks up. Some rocks almost kill our couple, and they're trapped in the tomb together, wondering if someone tried to kill.
If you have any interest to see this, like, let's all go get it ruined. I don't even know if we.
No, we already said spoiler. No one's listening to this podcast.
No one says spoiler.
I mean, no one is listening. Everything.
No one is listening, but if they do stumble across it, it could be like,
you are. Thank you.
These guys better not ruin this.
These guys, but I mean, they have literally gone scene for goddamn scene, but they better not tell me the fucking highs and lows. Okay.
That other guy brings up feet when we're I want to call Dr. Scholes.
Look at that. Like, boom. You already got 2 more. We're on 5, Kevin. Now we got to get another one to go 6. We got to go even. We got to herc this up. Okay.
Oof.
All right. So save it.
Apologize, everyone.
Save it. You did it, man.
I apologized. I take it back.
Fucking grats.
Unless they're talking about hands.
Too late. So, while our people are in the tombs on the boat, they keep saying, new passenger coming on board. And I was like, who the fuck could it be?
Who could it be?
Who's joining the wedding party late? And there she is, Jacqueline Del Belfort. She's there. And so we get back from a near-death murder. Gail Gadot's Lynette's just fucking eye-fucking everyone on all the other boats. They're all looking at her like, why is she staring at me so goddamn?
Did you mention that some rocks almost fell on him?
Yeah, I said that someone pushed some rocks and almost killed our couple, and then you went to Spoiler Town. So she's looking at everyone like they're all murderers. And then she confides, we get to the boat, and I'm just going to jump to this part real quick.
Well, yeah, before they do that, the cousin's like, hey, you want to sign these important papers?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the first night. Yeah, we forgot that part. Yeah, he's like, hey, do you want to, peruse these legal forms and sign them real quick?
It's really important, and it really kind of changes a lot of power and position within your company. But yeah, I see you're
including, kind of writing your husband out of the will. And the husband's like, yeah, just sign it, whatever. I'm going to kill you. I mean, people are going to kill you. You're going to get murdered, all right? I'm going to get monies. Okay, honeys? And
then one of the chicks just why are you just going to sign that? Maybe you should read it. She's like, you know what? Yeah.
She's like, you going to let a fucking man tell you what to do, honey?
Fuck him.
I ain't never known you to let a man tell you what to do. Is his fucking gunny sack that fucking good? And she's like, his gunny sack ain't that fucking good. I'm going to. Mm-hmm. And then the cousin fucking thievy pants is just like, okay, you know what? It was bad. Poor taste. Too many fucking people to distract you from siding. All right. I'll just take it. I'll just take it. So, and so then they arrive to the boat, and there she is, and Gail Gadot's just like, motherfucker.
Dude, she was fired, dude. She had a little belly shirt on, and the sun was glistening on her. I was like, ooh, Kenneth, who got this shot?
Yeah, I was just like, damn, where'd she get all this money? I thought she was broke. What the fuck? She got some money. Traveling around, following this rich girl through Egypt. So... And then she's just like, I want her gone. I don't care if they have to buy the whole fucking boat. I was like, you should have started with that then. Buy the fucking boat. Rent the whole boat out. And then, suspicions are cast upon Doyle because he's like, honey, I didn't know she already had a ticket. How was I supposed to know? We can't legally kick her off. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Interesting you would say that. But my guess was always just it's gotta be the husband. It's gotta be the husband. Fucking poor husband marrying his rich wife. Fucking, that's an outline for murder right there. That happens in real life all the time. So anyway.
Happened to my neighbor just yesterday. They're poor shit.
We go through another dinner and at some point, basically, Lynette confides in Herc and says, I wanted to go home. I still don't want to be here. I don't trust anyone, all I see are old grudges now. And I was like, damn, that's good. And she's just like, so if you could just keep an extra set of eyes out for everything, especially with her on here now. And he's like, you got it. You got it. And so then finally they announce, okay, we're going home. This chick wins. Fuck it. We're out of here, you know. Have some champagne with us. And he's like, okay, cool. Have some champagne. And then
some champagne. What are they
champagne? Some champagne. And I think and this is where they, like, I don't know, they throw some shade at her. They're just like, we're out of here, Jacqueline, you fucking boggy twat. And she's just like, I'm leaving. And he goes and he talks to her, and he actually like opens up and talks about the love of his life, because she's like, you wouldn't understand. And he's just like, I fucking understand better than most. You know, like, don't fucking come at me about love, motherfucker. Like this heart hurts. And I was like, damn, like when he started to like choke up, and it's the moment he chokes up that's so fucking great, because it felt real, because it's like in the middle. It's like in real life, when you get choked up like that, you're in the middle of like something. It's like your thoughts are ahead of your mouth. And so you can be saying the most average, mundane shit and just start like to choke up at that part, because your head's already ahead of you. Mm-hmm. And that's what I felt he 100% did there. And I was like, oh my God, like, does this man have an Oscar? This guy needs an Oscar. Like, he's so fucking good. Like, give him that Oscar where it's just like, hey man, sorry we didn't get you on it before, but like, you're so fucking good. Here's this, like, you did so fucking good your whole life one.
Well, he tops that later in the movie.
Oh, for sure. But I'm just saying, at that point I was just like, shit, man, this guy, God, he is firing on all cylinders.
He's here to act, Dustin, and all you other ass wipes need to either act or act the fuck off my stage.
Act your way off the fucking boat, motherfuckers. But so he zonks out for the night, and shit continues, and that's when the happy couple decides to, kind of just piss in the wind right in front of Jacqueline. They're just like, you like that, Jacqueline? You downwind hoe? She's just like, oh shit, that's nasty. They start a fight. She goes to bed, and then and he's just like, you know what? I never fucking loved you. You've ruined everything. Oh, the fucking taste of you in my mouth is just fucking gross. And she's like, you don't fucking mean that. He's like, I've never met more or something more in my life. God damn it. This is the only
I'd
time
rather make out with a dog's asshole than fucking even look at your fucking face. And everybody's like, damn, dude, chill.
Yeah. Fucking our other couple is just like, oh shit, okay, calm down. We don't need to fucking
chill,
go
activated.
The shit, man. Yeah. And so, Jacqueline's not fucking having it. She pulls the gun that we all know that she has, and there's a little bit of a struggle. She shoots Simon Doyle in the knee. He go down hard. He's just like, I'm a shot. I'll never fucking dry up on the dance floor again.
Shot to the heart. You're to blame.
He's like, someone make that a song. It's way better than that fucking Death on the Nile song. Oh God, that was so bad. And so then Book is he's off to get the doctor, because thankfully there's a doctor on board. And then what the fuck? God, there's so many goddamn characters. Rosalie is off to get the nurse / we're gonna make me actually be a nurse. I thought I was just here as a romantic partner. And so one gets a nurse because she's suicidal and murderous, and the other one gets a doctor because he's getting shot in the knee. And the camera work here is very interesting. The path that we take is very intentional. Yeah. And directs us in a certain way. You're like, okay. And so then shot in the knee guy stays with the doctor once he shows up and takes him to his cabin. And suicidal tendencies is put under by some heavy morphine, just like the heaviest of morphines. That's all we travel with in this day and age.
Well, it was back in the day when they were just giving everybody like opium and like gasoline to knock them out.
And they're like, "Oh, you got a headache? Here, this will knock you out till you can't feel nothing." It's weird that you always want more, though, huh? It's weird.
Careful.
You know what? I'm gonna take a dose too. Just I just need a little pick me up. Dealing with you is depressing.
Careful, you're gonna be Johnny Depp in that one movie where he just laid around and just hot a whole goddamn movie. Remember that? Piece of shit.
You're gonna have to be more specific with Johnny Depp's movies, I think.
This is hell.
It was that one. And so cue the next morning when we find Lynette dead. Well, the personal assistant for life finds her dead, screams, and Herc wakes up and he's just like, that's a scream of someone finding a dead body. Time to get to work. Time to Herc it up. And I appreciate that the ship's staff was so just like, we were gonna follow every single fucking order this guy gives. Okay, he tells us to fucking flip your bunk. We're flipping your fucking bunk. What is this?
Yeah, he's kind of like the only law on the boat.
What? Yeah. So, and they examine the body. He examines the body with the doctor / ex-fiance, and Herc goes to the work, just asking all the right questions, asking them all the hard ones.
I mean, yeah, it's fun. Like the movie hits its stride. He gets into gear right now.
Yeah, and I'm not going to go through all the questions. I think that's kind of pointless because there's like, what am I going to recap? Like,
no, the questions are really more of an experience of his.
Yeah,
his performances. He carries the movie basically.
Yeah, like me repeating them isn't going to mean the same because I'm just going to kind of blow through them, Yeah. But he just starts interviewing everyone, and one at a time as he goes through until they find another dead body, and it's the assistant for life. And so now we start to get everyone's kind of like motives, their dirty laundry out there, and then we find the missing necklace. We find the missing gun and handkerchiefs that he's looking for because they drag the river and find the shit because he's like, fucking put down anchor and drag the river. So, and now we're getting somewhere. But then the necklace distracts everyone, and it's Book's mom has it. And she's like, I just found it there. Some detective you are. And he's just like, motherfucker, I'm about to reveal my secret case I've been working on. And I just love how he's like, I had a secret case. I was just like, oh, this guy, he can't even help himself. He's got secret cases he's always working on. Oh, excellent. And then he reveals the book that he was hired by his mama to see if the woman he loves was worth a goddamn. And I was
Mama,
like,
is this true?
And one part I will say I didn't particularly like was how Lynette was just like, or no, Rosalie, sorry. She was just like, I don't need you to judge my character. And I'm like, he was just hired for a job. It's not like he was just like, I believe you're not worth a damn, He actually said like a ton of flattering things before that.
Yeah, but it's more like, hey, Dustin, you're a great guy, but we're not being a massive dildo. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, remember that one time? You're like, okay, am I still great, though? Nah. Yeah, she tried to lessen the blow of the betrayal of trust. And, he's kind of that semi-authority figure that he is, in a weird way, charismatic. So everyone's kind of like, okay. And then, that relationship is now damaged.
Yeah, no, I mean, for sure, But it was just like the amount of time they gave her to spit bars at him. I was just like, okay, all right, I get it. Fucking shut up already.
Yeah, I agree. It was a little heavy-handed.
And so then he's just like, time to have my final interview. Book, let's go. Let's go talk to the husband. And you. Mostly you. And this is after he did some examining of the other body and kind of pieced some blood splatter together and everything like that. And it's like, okay. It's good. And so he just kind of starts, and Book's like, dude, I you know me, I didn't do this shit. And he's just like, where's your fucking coat, Book? And he's just like, gets real quiet. And you're like, no, not Book.
Oh,
no. where's your coat, Book? Where's your coat? Tell him. Just have an answer. And I was like, damn, dude. He is. And I love this scene because you can tell, like, the way Bragnar's delivering his character is that he does not want to do this.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
His hand has been forced, and he's like, I got to do this because you need to just, we can't continue if you're going to be dishonest. So, and do you want to take this one, Kevin, of just like how he cuts him down, or do you want to just kind of get to the punch?
I think the punch is the best part because it's just, you're kind of seeing Herc as a character of just, he could make that separation even though it pains him to just get to not so much the point, but just kind of just blow this case right open. He can't help himself in this strange way, right?
Yeah, that's what I like, is that he can't help himself.
Yeah, almost makes you wonder if he would, if he could. Like, and I don't, without a shadow of a doubt, I believe he would just keep continuing to go that route. And that's what's kind of left him alone. That's what's kind of, had him pushed everyone away. And he kind of knows what he is. So when they, on one of the, these little, like Story Z, his kind of hangups and his faults as a person. And I think that's what the other characters were going, like the girl that was saying, oh, you're this person. Yeah. You've betrayed trust of your friend. You took the job from the mom, and nothing was coincidental. You always move with purpose. You can't be human. You're he's like a robot. He's like a machine. Yeah. And he kind of like, it's cool because that character actually, he's like, man, shit, you're right. But what do I do with that now? Because now it's game time, and I gotta grill my friend.
He's like, but. Yeah. Now's not the time to turn it off,
Exactly. It's prime time now. I got a fucking dipsy do dunkaroo over here. And the second he's about to get the, yeah, man, this is what's going to happen. Bang! He gets shot with a 45. And earlier you find out that the cousin, the bookkeeper guy, keeps that thing on him. Because he always has to tote certain articles of wealth for the missus that died. And he's like, yeah, I always got to make sure I keep that thing on me because, that's just life. And it's like, oh, man, that's the weapon that was used. So now there's more misdirection for the audience to go, who could it be?
Yeah.
And then I guess really just to kind of fast forward it, because it's really not so much us going through it painstakingly. It's just more of kind of having those experiences in these verbal sessions, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's
well, I mean, like, Book is dead, and now they're doing the, he's been added to the meat locker.
Yeah,
the other two bodies. And I like Rosalie's line here, though, where she said, like, he once told me he didn't want anything other than happiness for you, to find like that human happiness. And she was just like, I don't want you to be happy. I want you to find who did this. And I was like, damn. And that's the problem. She's trying to get out, but you keep pulling her back in. So he's going to do it.
And I think do it. I really would have liked him to kind of sassafras back, but it really didn't fit. Because, like, he's like, I'm never going to be happy, but I am going to find him. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, I've already committed to the fact that this character will live a miserable life. I'm going to live my, you know what I mean? Like, that kind of gives him the struggle, right? Of him trying to grow and, gives him something to do besides just busting open these cases.
Yeah. And so then he gathers everyone around, and he fires the gun, and they fucking lock all the doors. And then he's just like, the murderer is in this room. And if Book was here, and he gets choked up at times talking about him, thinking
no way, dude. This is his scene. This dude cries on camera perfectly. You can see his eyes glaze over. You can see them start to swell, and then you can see a tear come out of his eyes in one shot as he's describing being, front and center for the murder of his friend. Yeah. Who had a pure heart, but just made stupid decisions because he gets caught up in the necklace disappearing that the Gail's character had. And but he means well, and it's all for love, because love is the root of all of this.
Yeah. Love is to blame. So basically Book stole the necklace to start a new life without his mother's blessing or permission. And then, when shit went south and he just kind of got caught up in too much and saw too much and ended up being the next victim. So
yeah, and that's another reason why I think Hurt kind of has that moment. He breaks down because if he was better at being what he is so good at, his friend would still be alive.
Exactly. Like if he didn't need the show, he could have already just put this shit away,
Yeah.
And he does his pitch as if he was talking to Book. And I love that because he's just like, if he were here, this is what he would say. And so I'm just going to do it as that. And you're just like, damn.
It's like a little bit of a one-man show for everyone.
Yeah. And he lays it out. And he says it was Simon Doyle and the mastermind, Jacqueline de Bellafont. And they're just like, you're fucking crazy. We have airtight alibis. And he's like, do you, motherfuckers? So he just kind of breaks down the story. I will go through it because I think that is part of the fun of
No, it's part of the fun. But Jacqueline's reaction is part of my favorite part. And I was just like, all right. She's very aware of her mannerisms. And I think that's what made a lot of her limited time in her presence, if you will, just entertaining for me.
Yeah, well, I mean, she doesn't have as many scenes as everyone, but and that's why I think she has to steal every scene, because it's just like she's like, I got to make a big impact.
Yeah, small definitely.
So, and then there is a really, I think, bittersweet ending because it's like some justice is served, but not in the way that I think people would have wanted, and then we finally fucking dock, and everyone traveled with their mourning clothes, so they're all in black. And they get off the boat, and he kind of says goodbye to everyone, and they're just like, I hope to, and it's just kind of like, I hope to never run into you again. And he's kind of like, the feeling is mutual. Except for you, Solomon Otterborn. I would like to run into you all night. She's just like, damn, dude, I wish I hadn't seen you work, but shit.
I mean, it's the one time he's kind of left speechless, and she's already called him out. She's like, man, you like to run your mouth and hear yourself. And he's like, damn, man, like no one's ever kind of checked him in that way. And he kind of got a kick out of it. And she's like, you hide behind that mask. You hide behind the mask of your mustache and the way you present yourself. It's kind of a facade, and it keeps people at a distance because you're into your own shit, basically. You're your biggest fan, and you just kind of want people's ear when you speak.
How clever you are.
Yeah, exactly. And he kind of, that shit hit him. He was like, shit, man, fuck, I slept on that. That fucked me up. Yeah. And he kind of slowly starts making the change of being from behind that mask, Dustin, that we saw him get in the very beginning. Moo-ha-ha-ha. Moo-ha-ha.
Yeah, and that's how the movie ends, with just this kind of nothing particularly relating to the rest of the movie, just that kind of in a weird way, it wraps his journey through the movie.
Yeah, it's a little character.
Like I know it's like we're calling it like a C storyline, but I really think like so much of this really was about him dealing with his own past and shit, and accepting who he is, and being
definitely
more upfront with it.
I think it's just hard because the murder takes such precedence over everything.
Oh, of course. Yeah. I mean, it has to, because that's the draw,
that's why, Yeah, that's why you're here. And
who done it?
I think they did it about as best as they could, like I said earlier, without adding maybe like another 45 minutes on it. But then you're going to kind of like, lose the point, because you want to keep it tight. You want to keep the pacing just kind of crisper than it was in the first one. And I applaud them for that, because the first one I liked, but I just kind of felt like, I was like, ooh, we got kind of how many more? I'm going to walk around these cars a little bit more and talk to everybody together. Okay. I felt like a role-playing game where I had to talk and be like, what'd that chick say? Got to go back. Oh, fuck. She keeps saying the same shit.
Fucking, did I do the A branch already? Shit, I don't fucking know. Just remember what I picked? I don't fucking, god damn it. I just want to finish this shit already. Give me an ending of some kind.
Yeah.
I need to see that achievement pop. Boop, boop. You ate 6 little dessert thingies.
You said no to 7.
Said no to 7. So, I mean, yeah, I think overall, I just I like the first one a lot, and it wasn't without its faults too. And I think there's some faults on this one too. But no film is ever really going to be.
They're not as glaring.
It's not as glaring, and no film's ever going to be perfect.
Well,
and I think it's just unfortunate that some of the cast was,
not as strong.
Maybe, not as strong or neutered due to their personal lives kind of bleeding into the film, unfortunately. And I think it's going to happen when you have a ton of stars. And he seems to always pick a couple up and coming people, and the rest is established people.
That's showbiz, baby.
That's going to happen. So I hope there's a third one. I hope that they don't.
Yeah, go for it.
Seek this one because it did okay in the box office for being released in a COVID era or whatever. But I'd like to see a third one. I'd like to see him without the mustache the whole movie. I prefer the mustache on because I think the mustache is dope. But fuck it, we grew, we're growing.
Yeah, I think I would recommend it. I think it's an enjoyable movie. I think it's a movie where you don't have to sit there and try to outsmart it. I think it's better if you just sit back and enjoy it. Yeah. You don't have to sit there and go, I bet you it's this. I bet you it's that. Yeah, if you're watching with a couple of friends that don't mind talking through movies, then yeah, sure, go ahead and put it out there. But I think, like I said, the pacing's way better than the first one. So, and the finale of the first one I really didn't care for either, the way they did it. But whatever. That's neither here nor there. This is pretty much, it's worth your time. It's easy. It's accessible. And it's good. It's fun.
Well, that will do it for us here at Let's Movie. You can find us on social media at Let's Movie Podcast or Pod. You can subscribe to us on your favorite platform, and we hope that you'll share this podcast with other people. If you're listening to us on YouTube, welcome. We thank you for listening there as well, and we hope you'll go back to a podcast platform and subscribe as well. Otherwise, I'm Dustin. He's Kevin. Take us away, Kevin.
He nailed that snake with his cane like a snipe. He trapped it.
Yeah, good thing you had that arch to pin the head.
That snake wasn't real though.
No, that was the worst CG of the movie. I thought you were going to bring up feet again to just really take us home. That was your perfect 6. That was your 6 little desserts. 6 little toes.